Hi guys, my name is Zen and this is Maybe Bonsai. Today we're going to start with an update on the two junipers that I collected from my neighbor. So here they are. These, it's looking much better. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that the foliage has greened up for a lot of the places. And it looks like there might be some new growth, but the overall health is looking much better than when I got it. And this one, I believe there's some tips on there. I think this one's getting better as well. I'm not 100% sure. And my dog is trying to create some gins, I guess. There is one thing that I noticed on these junipers. Let's see if I can get in here. So there's some what I think is scale. They're just like white spots. Like it's like a, I don't know how you describe it, but it's like a flake of white things that are on the leaves. And when I googled it, I tried to Google it, but it turns out that they're scale supposedly. So I sprayed the entire tree with Endol, the insecticide that I got. So, but I'm not 100% sure if they're scale or not. So if anybody knows that can confirm, that would be the best, because then I know exactly what I'm dealing with. And you know, hopefully the spray has worked if it is scale. The spray that I had was Endol, and it's supposed to work against scale. But yeah, I'm not sure where it came from. I just noticed it. So I'm trying to get a close-up of what I'm talking about. Yeah, see those white dots? I think, yeah, so I think they're a scale, but yeah, again, if someone can confirm, that would be great. It's on both of these trees. There's less on this one than that one, so I sprayed both as much as I could, and hopefully that's gonna cure it. So today what I'm going to work on is this willow. I have the scientific name for it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I have it saved somewhere, but I got this from a nursery, from the private nursery, and in the winter actually, I think, and I haven't touched it since. So this will be an initial pruning, and my goal is to prune this back, obviously, because right now it's really overgrowth, and get a basic structure for bonsai development in the future. So we'll get started with that. So here we are with the willow. So you can see a bit of the tree structure within. It's got a lot of branches. It's multi-trunk currently, which I think I'll keep. And I've also noticed a lot of suckers kind of growing up from the ground. And I know these guys root. I think it's what it's called, the ground layer. You can root it in, like, just if the branches touch down on the soil, it'll root eventually if you just leave it there. And here you can actually see the tree. By the time you get here, it's just all leaves. So it's quite busy in here. So I'm not gonna worry about a front right now. I just need to take this back a bit and clear out some of this stuff like this. I'm gonna start with the suckers, because these are just basically growing from roots. There's actually quite a bush growing from the bottom. And I guess, I mean, if that's how this thing grows, I think the best way to go is to keep some of these, and then eventually, I think this would be good for a clump style, since it grows like that already. I could also take these suckers out, which I will. There's way too many, but it looks like it just wants to grow that way. You know, who am I to say something else? Okay, so let's see here. So I'll start with this longest branch here. which, you know, it's clear as you can see what's going on. So first I'm gonna reduce this long leader for this branch. We'll take that back to here, actually to here. I'm not sure you can see, but there's buds all over the wood. There's a bud at the bottom here that's going downwards towards that side, and I want to take it back about this area. There that goes. I'm not sure if this will root if you plant it, but it may. But I'm not going to do that. There's way too much stuff here, and I don't know if I can handle any more trees than what I have now. So I'm gonna try to control myself. And here I will take it down, take it back to the branch, to the first or the only branch back here. Actually, not the first branch, but the second branch. So this thing is so dense right now that it's not that much sun's getting inside of the tree. Okay. Up here, I'm gonna get rid of this one that's going up. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep these two as the one branch goes into two. I'll leave that for now. There is a quite thick branch coming up here. I'm not really sure if I want to get rid of it or not. So for now, I'll take that back a bit to the first leaf. And I'll take this one back. This one I'll take it back to a bud facing or a leaf facing outward. I'll leave that for now. I'm going to try to clean out some of these. There's weeds and suckers. Lots of stuff. There's a bottom branch that's kind of going out this way. And it's coming from this branch that's almost horizontal to the soil. Now I think the root base is right here because I see roots coming. So I think it's a bit too low, although this is, if I'm going for a clump style, it might not matter. So I'll leave that for now. What I'll do is I'll take these back so it's much easier to see. Yeah, so this horizontal branch goes like that, and then this thick branch shoots out. So I'm going to remove that for now. So we'll have this long one shooting out. I'll take that back bit. This is a bit too long. So we'll rotate around. I think this is pointing way too much down, but let me take this back. Now, when I bought this tree, the owner of the nursery told me that this guy backbuds really well. So I'm not really scared in any way to cut. It's a deciduous willow, so you know I can cut to a regular wood, and it wouldn't. It was still bought up. It would still push out branches. It's quite busy up here, so there's a branch coming that's going straight up. I'm gonna get rid of that. And there's these smaller branches on the inside, which I don't want. I'm gonna take those off. There's this branch that's going into the trunk of the other on the other side. Take that off. I'm gonna rub this off. And let's see. So we got this. It's kind of going up. I think this one I can wire it if I can wire it down, because right now it's going up. But the position of the branch is not too bad. Just the direction's not good. So I think I can wire that and it'll be okay. But first, let me take this back to the third leaf. Actually, no, I'm going to take it back to the first set of leaves. The one that's in the front it's pointing kind of this direction. So if that comes out, it should be okay. That's the branch I was talking about. I'm gonna get rid of this. No, I think I'll leave that for now. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back. I'll take it back to here. So I'm going to reduce this back a bit. Okay. So again, from the bottom, another kind of a parallel or horizontal branch coming from the center of the root base of the tree, and it's got this shoot coming up. I don't really like what this is. And there's suckers. I'm gonna get rid of these. I want to take this out of the pot, but it's it's way too big. It doesn't really want to come out, so I'm not gonna disturb the roots. I think next year I'm going to either reduce the amount of soil at least to make this a shorter pot, and then, or I'll just repot it altogether into bonsai soil, but not right now. So there's all these smaller suckers that are just everywhere. Can't even reach that one. So I'm thinking leaving this, because then the root base will be wider. But then I think this might be coming from, see, it's coming from a root. There's a root crossing on top. Yeah, this is a mess. So I think I have to eventually, most likely next year repot this and really clean this up, because there's a lot of stuff going around everywhere. I'm good with the size of the trunk for now. It's not that thick, obviously, but it's good enough for me. I'm okay with growing this in bonsai soil and make it slower. But that's next year. This year, for now, I just have to reduce the structure a bit to see everything. Okay, so let's get back to that. I'll take this back to a, actually, yeah, I can take this back. Take it back there. There's this guy coming from here, which I said I could wire it, so I could leave it. It's a wire, if that comes down, it's okay. There's what looks like a dead branch. Actually, it is a dead branch. I'll remove that. Now on this side, I'm going to take this back a little bit. It's a bit too long. That's coming from that side. Take this back. So that is coming from a secondary trunk, which is the second thickest. It's coming straight out here. Oh wait, this is. I'm going to take this back here for now. Take that back to there. This is the branch coming from the secondary trunk. It comes out and it turns to the left and it comes out of this side. A very strange branch. And I don't know, I think it interferes with the entire flow of the tree. And I think I got enough branching that I don't need that. Yeah, it's a very strange branch. I'm not too sure what to do with it. I'm gonna take it off. It's on top of the main one of the stronger branch at the bottom, and then it has a sharp left turn. It's really strange, and I think I could do without it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Right there. See the turn? Okay. This branch that was cut before, I guess it didn't make it, so I'll get rid of that. And just take this back to clean that up. Okay, so that's coming from another very, very low horizontal branch at the bottom. So I'm going to take this back all the way. So this branch, it divides into two, but I think it's too long. It's kind of interferes with the bottom over here. I mean, and if I cut this, the other side goes that way, and I think it's a good direction. So I'm gonna get rid of this whole thing and use the bottom one. Go, it's a big cut. So gotta open up the space a bit. This branch coming inside, I don't want that. This is actually a nice branch, I like that one. I'm going to get rid of this. It's 1, 2, 3. So I'll take this one off as well. Now this is a sucker coming from the center of the tree. It might serve a good purpose later on, so I'll prune this back. And there's many suckers coming from this spot, which I'm going to just remove. There's way too many. And they're all bunched up. So I think a lot of cleanup work needs to be done. Comes next spring. I really need to figure out what's going on with the roots here and how, the bottom of it looks like. And I need to really sort this out because right now it's even with all these pruning, it's going to be a big mess. I'm going to get rid of this one that's going into the tree. I'm going to leave this here, even though it's kind of in the middle, inside of the tree. But I think, get rid of that. Because I'm not sure what to do with this horizontal branch coming from the base. Part of me thinks that might work if this one kind of goes up. but I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna leave that one in case this one doesn't work. I could prune this entire thing off and grow this one instead. And I think this one, I'm going to take it all the way back to this branch. Like that. Now this thing comes from this secondary trunk, or I guess you can call it prime. I think this is the primary. It shoots out this way like that. And part of me thinks I could wire this up a bit so that it's not so horizontal to the rest of the tree. It just looks kind of strange. So I think I will leave that as is. Yeah, I'll leave that for now, and I'll just take this back a bit. Take this back to here. And then we have this thing, which I'll have to look at after next year. Yeah, next year. For now, I will reduce this new growth back. Sucker. Just trying to clean this up a bit. I mean, if I do this at the front, you know, that by itself could be a tree. I don't even need this bottom stuff. But then it wouldn't be a clump style, obviously. And then there's this, which is coming from the secondary trunk. Take this back a bit. So the buzz on this willow is quite large. I'm not sure you can see, but it's the black, they're like bulbs, quite large. So I'm trying to be careful not to cut the buzz. Right, I was going to wire this in. I'm going to get rid of this side branch. I'll wire that down so it's low, so it's kind of going horizontal with that. This I will take back. Top. Back. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. There we go. Here, let's take it back here. Will come down, right. I keep seeing that branch and I think I need to take it off, but Okay. So there's this side branch coming into the tree, and I wonder if I remove it. Yeah. So I'm gonna remove this. So we're gonna find out how vigorous this tree is. I took off a lot, and we'll see if it could get another flush of growth. It's okay. So yeah, it's a lot more airy now. Yeah, I don't think I need this because it's in the middle of the tree. It kind of fell to center, but I don't think I need it because it, I'll get more branching. Now, if I took this whole side off and keep that as a tree by itself, this would be useful. Maybe I'll leave it for now, in case I change my mind. If I don't want to do a clump anymore, I can always change it afterwards. Let's take that back. So I'll leave that little one for now. I'll clean up this knob here, or I'll try to clean this. I'm not sure if I can get in there. So yeah, I'm still waiting for my bonsai tools, which I'm hoping will arrive this month, but you never know. This bottom, okay. Yeah, I'll leave it like this. Actually, before I leave it, I'm gonna get rid of this because at this junction there's this would be the third branch that's coming out. I don't really need the third, and I like it without it, so get rid of that. At least this gives me a good view of the structure. And I'll do some wiring when fall comes. Late fall, I'll wire this, and so it's not growing. It's actually, I won't get the wire planting in. And then next year, come spring, I'll repot this and really see what's going on with the root area, and probably make some decisions as to what to keep and what not to keep. So yeah, I think it's good for now. At least not air, but the sun can get in and keep the tree healthy. Keep the interior healthy, I should say. So yeah, like all these, I'm not sure what's going to happen to those later on, but we'll keep that for now, and it's more options for later. I'll reduce that back as well. Reduce this back. That's the last one. Okay. Well, see, I keep seeing things that I missed. Okay, I think that's fine. I'm gonna leave it, no more. And hopefully these buds at the tip is going to start developing. There's the dead branch here, and I'll get some nice branching coming out of them. So yeah, I think we're good. Some bud. So here's how much I took off and what's left. Okay guys, I think we're good for this week. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.